DUMELANG guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Reneilwe Sehlake, also go by the name Reni. If you're interested in home decor and not breaking the bank, basically creative home living, then this channel is for you. So today we're not going to get into much DIYs. Today I'll be sharing tips, tricks and hacks on houses. So I want this to be a new thing, a new segment on my YouTube channel where I just sit down, talk to you guys, share what I think, share my ideas, share my tips, share my tricks, share my hacks. So today what we'll be sharing on is how to make your small space look spacious and look very big, or give the illusion that it's bigger than what it actually is. So we're going to get into tips, tricks and hacks of doing all of that. So I'm going to be giving just 5 points on that, and then you guys can choose what tips, what tricks, what hacks you want to take with you and you want to implement in your own home. So let's get into this. Point number 1, lighting. Lighting is everything to make your home look bigger than what it is, or spacious. So I'm going to start off with curtains. When it comes to your curtains, you need to make sure that you hang them way high above the window. Don't just hang it right on top of the window because it makes your walls look short. Hang it as close to the ceiling as possible. It gives the illusion that the walls are very tall, because immediately when you get into a room, your eyes get drawn to where the curtain begins to where it ends, and automatically just giving that room a scan, it makes you think and gives the illusion that your walls are very tall and very long or high, whichever one you want to go with. Another tip on curtains is when you hang them, make sure that your rod is long enough that you don't cover much of your window. You basically have your curtains on either side of the window without covering a section of the window. That way your window looks wider than what it actually is. And another tip of curtains, when you're picking your curtains, try and go for sheer curtains. If you guys don't remember my room makeover, basically I have a sheer curtain on top of a blind. That way when it's during the day, I roll up the blind, it blends in with my window, and then I have my sheer curtain right on top, and it brings in so much light, it doesn't obstruct any light coming into the room, making the room feel and look very spacious. Now, if you're not for the sheer curtains and you want normal curtains, the textured kind or anything like that, try and go for your lighter hues. Lighter hues promote light because light is able to bounce off of light things or lighter colors as opposed to dark colors. When it comes to dark colors, light gets absorbed by the dark colors. So go for your lighter hues. You may like your grays, you may like your blues, you may like your pinks and everything like that, but go for a lighter scale or a lighter hue as opposed to a dark shade of that color that you like. That is what I have for you guys on curtains or windows. So now, nighttime, what happens when natural light is not there? So during nighttime, you may be thinking, rainy natural light is not, something I can go for, or maybe probably your place doesn't have much windows in it. That is okay. What you want to do is apply as much light as you can in your home. So I'm going to start off with your overhead lamp. When it comes to your overhead lamp, do not stick with the boring, typical light fixture. I'll show you the one that I have in my living room, but I'm about to change it, don't worry. You don't want to go for those basic light fixtures. What you want is to get a light fixture that's a statement piece. Go all out for your light fixtures. Either have it dramatic on top of the ceiling or have it hanging off of your ceiling. That way your eyes have something to fixate on when you walk into a room, whether it may be a curtain hung too high or a light fixture that simply draws your eyes instantly to the ceiling. That way you start to think the room is actually bigger and spacious and the ceilings are way too high, because you have something that's actually bringing or driving your attention towards the ceiling. So don't be shy about that. On another topic of lighting, you need to also enforce different kinds of lighting in your room. Don't just rely on your overhead light. I'm talking about having a pendant light. What's a pendant light? Basically, what can I say? A desk light or table lamp. I don't know how to describe it. I'm just gonna put a picture for it. Have those kind of lights. Also have wall lights. That way Different lighting also helps you to bring in different kinds of moods into the room. So you know which light can give you a nice cozy mood, which light is for the purpose of you really want to see where the remote is. Basically, lighting is different. You can also include floor lamps. So floor lamps are also a nice way to go. I was actually window shopping at Decofert. They have a lot of very affordable floor lamps from about 700 rands or so you guys can check them out over there. I'm also going to be having a floor lamp upcycling video or DIY coming up on this channel, so we'll also work on that, including an overhead lamp light fixture DIY coming on my channel. So don't worry, I have you guys on lock. So that's what you also need to bring into your home. Different kinds of lights for different kinds of moods, tones. Just adding more light to your home makes it look and feel more spacious. Okay, tip number 2, mirrors. Mirrors are your best friend. And I know everybody probably knows this hack by now. Mirrors help to give the illusion that your room is bigger than what it is. So add mirrors where you can, as much as you can, basically. In my own house, I have my fridge is mirrored, and it's a huge fridge, so it doesn't take up much space visually because it has a mirror in front of it. I also have a mirror in my room. Basically, a mirror does everything to make a room look or feel like it's bigger than what it is, because it bounces off light and it bounces off whatever reflection you have, or wherever you place it, it reflects that space off, it doubles the space. So it gives you the illusion that, oh, there's more to this room than what is there. So mirrors are your best friend. When it comes to mirrors, I say for narrow spaces, for smaller spaces, definitely go with a mirror instead of an art piece or decorative element of any kind. Just go with a mirror because it will help to actually make more of the space than what is actually there. I'm talking about the end of a passage or hallway, whichever one you call it. I'm talking about an entryway. Spaces that are small, you need a mirror for, so that it can give the illusion that this hallway goes further than what it is, or it's wider than what it is. Don't forget, where you place a mirror also affects what illusion it gives. It can either give you a long or wide illusion, or maybe high illusion, depending on how you place your mirror. So mirror is a yes. You can go with different mirrors, from circular mirrors to rectangular mirrors, floor mirrors. There are a lot of mirrors that you can work with, and it also, you can design it to fit your own style. I'm talking from normal contemporary or modern looking mirrors to, I don't know, industrial mirrors or anything like that. You can design a mirror and to specifications of how you want your house to look like and what your style and vibe is. So that is it for the mirror section. Point number 3. I have touched on point number 3 when I was telling you guys about curtains and everything. When it comes to your furniture, when it comes to your decorative elements in a room, you want to make sure that you go with lighter colors as opposed to darker colors. So that's point number 3, colors. Your color means everything. You can change up even to the color of your walls. You can paint them a lighter color. In my case, when I painted my bedroom a bright white color, because I felt like my master bedroom doesn't really look like a master bedroom, so I need to make it look more spacious than what it actually is. So I colored my walls lighter. So now, I know not all of us are homeowners. Some of us are renting. You can either chip a bit of, or actually you can unscrew your socket in your bedroom, chip off a bit of paint behind that socket, and go to the nearest paint store and get a customized paint that is the original paint of the room, and then you can go right ahead and paint that room to your liking, and then just as you're about to move out, give it a paint of the original paint, and your landlord will never know. Some of you guys can ask your landlord. Some landlords are lenient and they can permit you to paint your walls as you please. Or however, if your landlord doesn't permit you painting and you think painting is a lot to do, I'm talking about painting it to turn it into a brighter color and then having to paint it back to your landlord's original color, you can also go with peel and stick wallpaper. And when it comes to wallpaper, there's a variety of selections. You can go for texture, you can go for a more industrial look, you can go for just a simple plain colored wallpaper. So it'll be easier, just a peel and stick. You can just peel it off and you can just basically peel off the wallpaper when you leave without having any hassles of any kind. So bright lights bright colors are the go-to. Since I actually made a mistake and said bright lights, that's also what you want to do. Change out your light bulbs into lighter shades, get rid of that yellow light. Obviously, like I said, when you're adding a lot of lights and everything like that to your home, you can have a different light that has that yellow tone light for cozy feeling times or anything like that, but bright lights are also the go-to. Now that we're in the bright light section. Okay, point number 4. When it comes to your furniture, you want to go for furniture that is, like I said, your light tones or your light colors, but also you want furniture that is multi-purpose furniture. I'm talking about furniture that you can use for more than one thing. Have furniture that you can also double up as storage is the first example that I can think of or give to you guys. And also in that situation, there are a lot of furniture that you can actually double up for what it's meant for and also for storage. I'm talking about there are couches that you can store your things in. There are coffee tables now that you can also store your things in. There are ottoman that you can store your things in. And I'm talking about also your beds. You can get beds that have storage underneath them. That way you can double up for where your things should go, just so you can have a clutter-free zone in your home. Another tip and trick on that furniture, the furniture section, is get furniture that is not on the ground or on the floor. What am I saying to you guys? I'm saying if it's a bed, make sure that you get a bed riser. That way there's no furniture that's literally looking like it's sitting on the floor. If it's a couch, make sure you have a couch that has got elongated legs where you can still see the floor continuing on. Get a coffee table that doesn't obstruct the view of your rug or your floor or whatever case may be. Get a TV stand that also doesn't obstruct the view of the floor. Why do I say that? It's because as soon as your eyes see the floor, you automatically think, okay, this furniture is not occupying any space in the room, whereas it actually is. But for the mere fact that you can see the floor, you don't necessarily think that this furniture is bulky or chunky or it's taking up unnecessary space in the room. If it is touching the floor, make sure that you also get their acrylic or glass coffee tables or side tables or entryway tables that you can also go for. They are occupying as much of an equal space as any other table would, but however, for the mere fact that you can still see the floor or the rug or the tile or the wooden floors, whichever portion of the floor yours is, for the mere fact that you can still see that, automatically your mind gets tricked into thinking that it's not much space being occupied in that given space or area. Another tip and trick on furniture is, do not go for small pieces because you have a small space. Small little furniture pieces that you bring into your home, they actually make your home look cluttered. So I know it's instinct to think, okay, I'm living in a small space, a small apartment or a small house, and let me get smaller furniture, that way it doesn't occupy too much space. But having small little bits and bobs in your home makes your home look cluttered. If it's anything, if you live in a small space, that's where you should actually measure out your space, get a couch that fits that section of the wall or that section of the living room, and get a coffee table that is a huge statement piece. But however, I'm not saying going extra large is what you should do, but I'm saying don't go too small, because you end up filling one room with so many small things, it ends up looking like it's a lot of clutter and basically you start looking like a hoarder. I'm sorry, I had to say it, guys. If you want the truth, this is where you're gonna get it. What you need to do is get the correct size pieces of furniture for your room. Instead of having 10,000 small little couches in your room or 4 different little couches in your room, get one huge couch that's a 3-seater and then have enough room for anything else that should fit into that space, as opposed to having small little sections of seating areas in your room because you think your house is too small. That's the point I'm making. Go with a bigger piece as opposed to a smaller piece. I'm talking about vases as well, and I myself, I'm also a victim of this. I have so many small little vases in my home that when I put them together, it's starting to look like a bit of clutter. But however, I am trying to invest in huger vases or vessels so that I can have big pieces paired up maybe with one or two smaller pieces, but not have everything in small sizes, because it does look like a lot of clutter. I will try and show you what my TV stand looks like with all the small little pieces together, and what an actual TV stand should look like with actual huge pieces into the plate. So what you want to do is get big pieces or fitting pieces for your place, as opposed to getting small pieces because you're thinking your place is small. That instead adds clutter and doesn't help your situation at all. And that's what I have for the furniture section. Okay, point number 5. You can sectionalize your home in different ways. In my situation, I have an open plan home, but however, the way my couch is, it's an L-shaped couch, so it makes it easier for me to section off the kitchen area and the living room area. But there are also ways to section off your home. If you section off your home, it gives the illusion that wow, there is so much space in this home, that there are so many things in so many sections of the home: the living room, the dining room, the kitchen. So you immediately start thinking this space is bigger than what it is, but it's really not that big. It's just because you are able to make it visible, make it apparent, and actually mark up that, okay, fine, this is a designated area for the kitchen, this is a designated area for a living room. That makes it look, or gives the visual interest of, wow, this space is huge because there's so many parts and sections to it. You can sectionalize your home with either adding a table behind your couch. That way you're actually cutting off that area for the living room or so. Or you can also section it off by adding different rugs to different areas. You can have a different rug in the dining area and have a different rug in the living room area. And obviously maybe you can have a runner rug in your kitchen, but either way you're able to section off different parts in different areas. How other people are able to do this, which is very expensive, but if you buy a house like this, it's also an upside to it. There is different flooring or transitional floorings from one area to another. So from the kitchen into the living room, there is a transition floor. So there's also that option that happens. If you want something that will solidify you sectioning off your house into different pieces, that also gives the illusion that your house is bigger than what it actually is. So that is all I have for you guys today. If you have any other questions regarding this video, comment down below. If you guys really enjoy this kind of videos, also comment down below if you want to see more of these kind of videos. And if you really enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Please subscribe to my channel, and there is more videos on this coming up. And that's kind of funny asking if you guys need me to post this, but I'm telling you guys there's gonna be more of these kind of videos coming up. Wow. Okay, anyways, back to the point. I will be coming up with a few videos like this. If you're interested in creative home living, go right ahead and subscribe. You don't want to miss out on a lot, including an upcoming makeover, which I'm not going to tell you yet. Just subscribe, turn on your bell notification, and stay tuned. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy your day, guys, further, and thank you for watching this far. Be kind, love and light.